Hey guys, I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it, so you don't have to. This is good. This is a great bit. I think this is a great bit. Well, welcome. You don't have a button up? I do, but that's not how the Willy stream rolls. Oh my god, this guy doesn't get it. This guy doesn't get it. Look, we're here today for the Willy Discord Server Awards 2024. 2024 has been a big year. The Willy Discord server is now 9 years old. Next year it's turning 10, so I'll have to give out an even bigger awards ceremony for that, I think. I've also toyed with the idea of giving out awards retroactively, but I think that's kind of annoying. I don't know. I'll figure that out on my own time, I guess. Maybe, if I do. This will be great. We'll see. We're gonna see what happens. I hope I didn't mess up any of this. Thank you to Yogo Yopo for having the idea, so that I stole it. Are you guys ready? Welcome. Welcome to the award ceremony. Isn't it great? Now, look, I didn't really think about how the names are going to be displayed. So this could work, or this could just look really bad. Anyway, we have quite a few awards to give out today for Discord server members. You might be asking what the categories are, how I determined what awards to give out. You know, there's many things to think about here, okay? Well, here's our categories. Jokester, Streamer, Creator, Early Bird, Fooder, Pro Gamer, On Board, Traveler, Musician, and The Fool. But of course, there's one redacted from this, which is the Top Chatter Awards, which the 3 most chatted users of the Discord server will be getting at the very end. The very, very end. Yeah, some of these you might be able to tell immediately what they are, right? I mean, obviously, like, streamer, right? It's gonna be our favorite streamer that's in the Discord server. Now, it's not just, oh, if you're in the Discord server, you know, then you get it, and you've never chatted before. It's gotta be someone who's, like, you know, kind of in on the Willy community, kind of people who know, right? Otherwise, my freaking Pro Gamer award would just go to Worst Hard Rock Player, who I learned just the other day is in my Discord server and has been for 3 years, but hasn't sent a single message. Come on, it's gotta be people in the community. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, are we ready? Are we ready to get into it? You guys feeling good? They should be presented in this order, so this will be good. You don't know if you're not much of a knower? What do you know? Come on, you're not much of a knower about Osu, you're not much of a knower about the Willy Discord server? Come on, surely. Come on. Alright, well, our first category is, of course, Jokester. Awarded for being the funniest member of 2024. I feel like this is a sweep. Guess in chat who it is. I think it's pretty simple. It's someone who's been around for a few years now. Someone who streams Tulip on Twitch. And I'm waiting for the next Yeek stream. It's Vincent. Why? I knew you would hate it. That's why. And that's why I gave you the first award. All I do is speak? Yeah, and it works. Wow. Look at that. Can you believe that? Oh, whoops. Welcome. Man. I don't think there's much more to say about this. I like the chats, like, in the way of the names. See, as you can tell, I didn't plan this out very well. Whatever, man. Our next category. Streamer. Awarded for being the favorite streamer of 2024. Now, you might say, how do I determine favorite out of the whole community? And the answer is, it's my favorite. It's someone who has kept me entertained and has been in my top most watched streamers for like the past 2 years now, but is still at it. Not necessarily fully associated with the Willy community. You know, everyone's got their own community after this, but this is someone who's you know, tangentially associated and has interacted with the community quite a bit. Someone has guested in chat. This is, of course, Dez. Shout out to Dez. He keeps me entertained. He really does. There were a few other people I was considering going with, including Vincent. But I felt like the jokester category works better, because Vincent's not like a consistent streamer. I was thinking Dinklepuss for this also. That was a nice close one. Another person I also did end up watching quite a bit. Can you believe that? Momo streams are chill. Yeah, but they're also kind of infrequent. That or like I'm not really catching them all that often. Woey's Rob. Woey doesn't interact in my Discord server. You gotta remember, these are only people who are like active within the Willy community. Don't care. Okay. Wow. This next one's a spicy one. Creator. Awarded for being the favorite content creator of 2024. Who do you guys think? It's gonna be a content creator. So I think, you know, obviously the easy route to go is like YouTuber. A map is content, that is true. I did consider taking this a different direction. I did consider giving this to like people who are writing news posts for you know, the official Osu news, because I do find those interesting and that is content of some sort, but it's not who you're gonna expect. This one's kind of a deeper cut. This one's more of a 2023 late early 2024 type award. It's someone who made videos that I felt very much like, oh, this is my, like, you know, this is my type. Like, this is the style of videos that I make, right? And I feel like they were inspired by me. There's someone who's always, you know, coming by the stream, dropping in here and there. You're getting close. You guys are getting close, but you're not quite there. Should I reveal it? The answer is the Salty Spoon. You were close. You were close by thinking Pepper Crab. I really feel like Pepper Crab is like inspired by the Salty Spoon. The Salty Spoon dropped a few videos at the start of the year. Right? Pepper Crab isn't part of the Willy community, right? I would have given it to him, but the Salty Spoon I think really started this. Yeah, shout out Weed Machine. That's a big one. That's a big one right there. And it's not one you would have expected, is it? I decided to give this because we didn't do awards last year, which they wouldn't have really won. It's kind of like a timeline sort of thing. Like they're stuck in between years. Brother, they don't... Why did they not show up in the bot? What? Bro, is the bot broken? The wielder of unclear powers is realized. Okay, well, I'll have to add his badge later. Because the bot sucks. Don't let me forget that. Is there going to be newcomer and can I win that? Okay, dude, whatever. Anyway, Early Bird, awarded for consistently being first throughout 2024. Now, I made this mean, you know, like events, Twitch streams, that sort of thing. Early Earl. It's hard because there's quite a few people that actually do show up, you know, inconsistently. This was a tough one to figure out. But I think I've settled on someone who I do feel like I always see at the start of my streams, pretty much. Someone who, ironically, is not here today. Probably because I'm streaming so early. Isn't that interesting? Robbed. I know, you guys feel robbed. It's Yeg. Yeg's always there, man. Why are you surprised? This is so true. Obviously, you guys wouldn't even know because you're not there at the start of my streams. So, I don't know why you're complaining. Unbelievable. Unforgivable. Oh, man. Alright. Well, the next category is Fooder. Awarded for tasty meals in the food thread throughout 2024. If you are a true chef, or I guess you're just going out to restaurants, I mean. Easiest award ever? You guys really think it's that easy? Come on, you can think at least a few people. Come on, someone's been consistently posting to the food thread. They've been posting tasty meals all the time, right? They must be the best fooder of all. It's at Simred. Did I get anyone there? Everyone kind of knew. Everyone kind of knew. Man. Yeah, it's Sorko. Every time it's Sorko posts a food, I'm like, I'm like, where did you get this? Did you cook this up in like a windowless room? Chunky salad should have won. Look, everyone can post one good food, you know, every now and then. But the person who consistently posts good food all the time, they're the fooder. Think about it. We had an Italian guy in our private Discord. Whenever he posted food pics, it would be foggy as Okay. All right, guys, let's move on. The Pro Gamer Award. This is obviously for being a great video game player. Any ideas? This is, I feel like, a heavily Osu oriented award since we are an Osu Discord server. But I think this does extend beyond Osu into more games. Right? At least I think it has. Because this is an award for someone who's gone above and beyond. This is an award for someone who's been a quester. Yep. They have consistently completed quests in multiple games, and as at the top of the quest leaderboard with a huge gap. It's the Magic Animals. Because who else? You guys gotta start questing. Maybe you'll be the best gamer of the year. A small gap, I'd clear that in 5 seconds. Hold on. Do you want to see the gap? Here. I'll pull it up. I'll pull up the leaderboard right now. Magic Animals is number 1 with 87 quest points. Number 2 is Amilbus with 69. He's the only tier 4 quester right now. The liter board? The liter board? The magic animals. Pro gamer. Well, dude, and of course, magic is. There we go. Oh, did you just show up just now? What a weird coincidence. It's funny that you mention leaderboard, because our next category is, of course, on board. Awarded for consistently being spotted on leaderboards in 2024. I consider this just someone, you know, I see always setting scores, always like in my top 50 on the leaderboard every time I look over. Yep, Willy clears this. I mean, let's be honest. I'm curious to see. This is another deep cut. I feel like if you see it, you'll be like, oh, okay, I understand. Otherwise, you might not. And I will bring the technicality. Not necessarily an active Discord user, but is big in the Willy Twitch space. They're also big into completion, if this helps. Does this help at all? There's someone who's always playing with hidden. It is Darkness, also known as Darkness of Fido or Darkness of Uwu. If you know, you know. Literally always on my leaderboard. Every single time I try and play a completion map, Darkness has played it like a week before. And is on the leaderboard. You guys notice that at all? Or is the kind of interesting, isn't it? I see you. No, not Yama Darkness. Dark, do you need me to pull up the profile? It's true. Anyway, next award is, of course, Traveler, for having traveled the world in 2024. Now, this one is tough. This one is actually tough. It's tougher than it might seem. A, because not a ton of people travel super far, right? B, because not a lot of people post it in the Discord if they do. Or post a ton of stuff. It is not Simred. Simred's Japan journey was not this year. That was last year. Should I just eliminate people? I think maybe the best contender. This is Redacted. Where did Redacted travel? Is it 1st grader? Where have you traveled? Tell me where you've traveled, guys. Should be H. Now, let me tell you. It was very close in my decision. But I did give it to Rounded. Rounded took a trip. Rounded took a trip to different countries. He went to Kazakhstan. Okay. Now, I almost did give it to H. H didn't leave his country, but his country is huge. Chile is huge. And he posted pictures, which was almost the deciding factor. So Rounded, next time you better post some pictures. Otherwise you might not get it. What is your name? Is your name on the server just Rounded? Rounded? P Rounded. Yep. Traveler. Okay. There we go. It was close. It was close. H, You almost had it. I just want you to know that because you were constantly posting pictures in the photos thread, and I appreciate that. But next time I'm not gonna be so lenient. Next time, now that you guys know the awards are there, you better start posting pictures of where you're going. All right. Next one, musician. Anyone got this? This is one I thought of yesterday. This might be an easier one towards the end. Someone who's musically inclined and has even, you know, shown some musical creations. There's a photos thread. Yeah, there's some stuff. You guys have you guys have figured it out too easy. It is of course Silver Star. What can I say? We've had a few like people with bands in the Discord before. But they're all inactive now. I know like Callan. I don't know what he's up to now. British guy, but he has his own band and everything. It's Roberto Musica. He won. But Silver Star, huge music head, music fan, listens to lots of music, and indeed did just very recently post a drum cover, right? In our Discord of Astro Sexy. Did a cover of it on drums. So I was like, you know what? That's something. You're a fan of music. You're a fan of music. Name a song. I'll wait. See? It's harder than you think. That's gonna be... Wait, he got me. Alright. Now, the exciting ones. The Fool. Who do you think is the most foolish user of 2024? Now, I don't want to incentivize people to be foolish. This just happens. This should be a badge of shame. Ooh, it looks like there's quite a few people in contention here. The Fool. I just like how The Fool sounds. There's one person in contention. Interesting. And I do think it was close. I think this was a 3-way race. If I'm being more honest, it was a 2-way race. Yeah, Toryuka is not foolish enough. I think this was a head-to-head race between Illith and Atsorko, the two Germans. H isn't foolish. H is knowledgeable. H has the smarts. It's Atsorko. This man will not stop posting bot commands in general. He will not stop. And like every single time he does something. It's like, how did you... You know what I'm saying? He just does stuff sometimes. I'm like, did you think about this? But it wouldn't be the same without him, would it? Okay. Now, we've made it to the grand award here. He stayed up to be... Yes, that's another example of him being foolish. He stayed up just to watch the award ceremony, and then he fell asleep. Illa's posting, I'm in a Discord call at 4 a.m. just to flip. Don't worry, Illa. Next year you might get the full. Just keep it up. Just know that you were in contention. You were almost there. Are you guys excited for the top chatter? Now, normally, I would wait until the very end of the year to announce the top chatters. For those who are not in the know, these are the most active chatters in the Discord server of the year. But the top 3 are not even close. to like number 4, which is very surprising. So I feel comfortable announcing these now. Do you guys have any ideas who it is? Who was last year? Who won last year? I will tell you, the top 3 are actually relatively close to each other, but they're not close to number 4. Last year, the top 3 chatters were Rounded, Toryuka, and Farola. I did indeed also count the messages for both Rounded, Farola, who else? What's his name? Airport Hobo. On all their other accounts. I added these in. I'll never forget someone new 32.
Willy Worm.
Willy Worm. Thank you for the resub. Are you guys ready? So I'm gonna announce this from number 3 up to number 1 most chatted. But it might be a little bit anticlimactic that way. Alright, let's go. Number 3, surprising probably no one, is Farola. Farola is the number 3 chatter. I don't think you guys are ready. There's a very surprising one in here. There's a very surprising one at number 2. An ad? Okay. Wait. I'll wait for the ad. Don't worry, guys. Ad is over. That's it? That's all it was? For like 5 seconds? Okay. Here it is, guys. Now, number 2. It's very surprising. I think it's very surprising. Who are we thinking? Who are we thinking at number 2? I feel like we all know who number 1 is, but who do we think is number 2? It's not me. Good answer. The answer is that Sorko. It is. For his first year ever, he earns a top chatter. I just want you to know that wait, I can pull up the numbers, but like it's from all the bot commands in general. I can pull up the numbers I have, but like here. Let me Rounded. Thank you for the sub. Are you even allowed to do that in Russia? That was almost a joke. Yeah, based on the numbers, so here's the ballpark numbers. You ready? Farola had about 42,000 messages this year. Number 4 was Toryuka with 32,000. That's the gap I'm talking about. Chunky was number 5 with also 32,000. There's a 10,000 gap, but like all the top 3 are like relatively close to each other, so it could have been anyone's game. And of course, number 1's Rounded. I mean, like, come on. But it might not have been Rounded, honestly, with how close it was. It could have been anyone's game. Well, that's given out. You guys have done it. That's all I have for our awards ceremony. Wait, what? What are your questions? Tell me more. Brandwagon is also 32. Actually, I think you're like 31.8 or something. I already closed it. How many messages did Rounded have? 48,000. It's effectively close. You guys were all 3K apart. At Sorgo had 45. What about the coldest user? That's about to be me in the winter when I sit in the snow. Hopefully, everyone enjoys their awards that they've all just received. I've been your host, Willy, and I approve this message.